cute, yeah, they just stare. I'm your honey, you're my bear. Like a goldfish, diamonds with the gold tips. Blow what it falls, like you think you can build this. Send a chorus, tell me what the rule is. Like if you're the one with all the racks, you're the chorus. Spin like a goldfish, diamonds with the gold tips. Blow what it falls, like you think you can build this. I feel like I'm about to get 3 bands on me. I be counting up like 1, 2, 3 bands on me. They told me that they don't care, but so sweet it's like a pear. I'm so cute, yeah, they just stare. I'm your honey, you're my bear. Like a goldfish, diamonds with the gold tips. Blow what it falls, like you think you can build this. Send a chorus, tell me what the rule is. Like if you're the one with all the racks, you're the chorus. Spin like a goldfish, diamonds with the gold tips. Blow what it falls, like you think you can build this. I feel like I'm about to get 3 bands on me. I be
Hello guys, what up everyone? Welcome to the stream and here we go with podcast with SVRP crew. मैं अभी mute और deafen हूँ, so we'll talk to them. 5 minutes आप लोगों से बात कर लेते हैं. I thought it would be better to talk with you guys 5 minutes. Yeah, we have Ivans here, we have RKD, we have Basit, we have G Aviator, we have Sunny, we have Light. So I guess Ash, I think Ivans will speak up, I guess. So yeah. किसी को कोई स्पेसिफिक क्वेश्चंस है जिसको किसी को पूछना है तो यू गाइस कैन गो अहेड एंड टेल मी नाउ बिकॉज मैं पॉडकास्ट के टाइम पे ऑब्वियसली चैट नहीं पढ़ूंगी दैट वुड साउंड काइंड ऑफ रूड तो इसीलिए What up Dave, welcome to the stream and thank you so much. Sorry guys, थोड़ी देर पहले I had to cancel it or it was delayed because of some reasons, but abhi we are back. Rusher, I think he is kind of busy, so I think he will join us in between him and Nelly as well. लीना को भूल गए लीना है यहाँ पे ओ सॉरी एंड लीना हाँ लीना भी है यहाँ पे मिसिंग केजर स्पैम मत कर दो प्लीज उन्होंने अपनी विश से छोड़ा है तो वी आर नॉट गोना टॉक अबाउट एनीथिंग रिगार्डिंग दैट हाँ हम पूछेंगे एक सेकंड गाइस शुगर मम्मी हाँ वो कहाँ है बुंटी द हेटर प्रोबेबली ऑफिस में है और वो आ जाएगा शायद से सो आई हैव टू आस्क लाइट की बुंटी कहाँ है ओके लोकेश भी आ गया इट फुल भी लास्ट लास्ट स्ट्रीम में बहुत क्वेश्चंस हो गए हैं अच्छा पॉडकास्ट होगा आज का ऑल द बेस्ट थैंक यू थैंक यू गाइस थैंक यू सो मच स्टार्ट कर दो 2 मिनट्स है कुछ बातें कर रहे तो लेट देम फिनिश आई थिंक आई एम जस्ट गोना ऐसे let them finish then we'll start 2 minutes है it was 8 o'clock so 8 o'clock sharp में start करते हैं ना all the best and thank you Boa questions made by Lex by yes and all of us I guess हम सब ने बैठ के डिस्कस किया था क्वेश्चन हिला आयशा अरे सनीमोन भी है हाँ फायरस्टॉर्म भी आ गया बासित फायरस्टॉर्म स्काई हाँ भाई नेता हाँ भाई मैडाटर सो डेवलपर को भी बुलाना चाहिए था एसपीआरपी क्रू को बुलाया था मैंने सो लेट्स सी क्या खेल, मैं नर्वस हो जाती हूँ, इट्स लाइक अनइंटेंशनल सा। भाई मेरे खुद के सर्वर में मैं सब म्यूट डिफन हूँ सर। ओके, स्टार्ट करें। पूछ ले क्वेश्चंस सबको। मैं गाइस स्लो मोड ऑन कर देती हूँ, ठीक है, बिकॉज इट वुड बी काइंड ऑफ अ बसर। हाँ।
नहीं, ज्यादा से ज्यादा क्या होगा, एक्सपोज हो जाएगा तो, और क्या।
हेलो, आर वी रेडी?
और
मैंने कुछ तो सुना एक्सपोज हो जाएगा, बट देन
yeah, we were exposing someone. It's good it
ओके
didn't go on mic.
ओके, आर वी गुड टू गो देन?
I guess.
Okay, anyway, hello everyone, and thank you so much for coming in such a short notice, and thank you RKD for helping out.
It's all good.
Okay, so I guess आप लोग को खुद को introduce करना चाहिए at least पहले तो. Why don't you guys
Uh,
introduce yourself to everyone?
Nothing much. We're just the old TLMC.
The old TLMC? I mean, I guess there's a story behind it. Can we hear the story as well? The old TLMC story?
Story behind TLMC.
Mm-hmm.
देखो सब म्यूट हो गए भाई, क्या भाई।
Wait.
I
I
mean,
think
I would have told
Ivan
it,
See, I
but
would
can
have
give a
I
answered
better
don't
that,
know
but I
it.
context.
wasn't in
Yeah,
TLMC, so
yeah. I also wasn't in TLMC, so when you
yeah.
said
So
TLMC, I mean, they
Same
have to.
bhai.
Yeah.
same.
Same.
Iv-
Hello.
Evans
Ivan,
can give a better
Ivan,
answer for this question. Evans?
Evans?
Yes.
So tell me, how did it started? How did everyone come up with the idea SPRP? So who were the
SVRP.
Hmm.
दिया मत करो। तो SVRP स्टार्ट हुआ था कि we were planning to start a server in India from a very long time actually.
Mhm.
काफी टाइम से प्लान था, आरकेडी का था और मेरा था कि इंडिया में कुछ सर्वर लाते हैं, कोई अच्छा सर्वर जो कम्युनिटी के लिए एक बेटर आरपी एक्सपीरियंस दे सके। सो आई कॉन्टेक्टेड फोस्टर। स्टार्ट में तो कुछ ऐसा हुआ था कि फोस्टर सेड नो, नहीं हम तो नहीं ला रहे एसयूआरपी, पहले मैं इंडिया में ला चुका हूँ एसयूआरपी, तो वापस क्यों लेकर आऊँ, तुम्हारे अंदर ऐसा क्या है जो पहले वाली टीम से बेटर चला सकते हो तुम लोग इसको। सो हमने कुछ आइडियाज फोस्टर को दिया एंड कन्विंस किया उसको एक्चुअली। सो फोस्टर वर्ड कन्विंस्ड एंड दैट्स हाउ इट स्टार्टेड।
So who were the first crew members, first admin team?
फर्स्ट
जो
एडमिन्स
हाँ, from the start.
इट वाज केजर, रशर, आरकेडी और नैली था, मैं था, लोकेश था,
First round.
फायर था,
Yeah.
एटफोल्ड, बासित, आई मीन पूरा जो एलएमसी था ना वही था टोटल, जो पूरे
So
जितने भी गैंग मेंबर्स थे ना मैक्सिमम, हाँ 90% गैंग मेंबर्स ही थे जो मेन क्रू था।
so throughout your SVRP India journey, कभी सोचा था that it would be one of the best server in India? I mean, what
सोचा तो नहीं था ऐसा बिल्कुल भी।
Actually लगा नहीं था. We were expecting that like हम लोग खुश रहेंगे if 20 players play, right? Me and Basit were discussing one day कि
हाँ.
हमारे सर्वर में 20 लोग भी खेलेंगे तो काफी होगा, like we'll play amongst ourselves. But actually there was lot of people coming in. We didn't expect it. Even the forms were too much. So that's the reason why people are complaining कि forms check नहीं हो रहे ये वो. But we actually receive a lot, so we didn't expect that much of a response.
Um,
Literally, we are
mhm,
expecting 20 people.
20 people, but I
Yeah.
think अभी तो most of the
उसमें से
time
हम
server
कुछ
full
8
होता
9
है.
हैं. Yep.
Hmm. So, when you were like starting the server, जब आप लोग को idea है कि नहीं we're gonna start up something new, तो I mean उस टाइम पे ये नहीं लगा कि it's risky or something कि कुछ नहीं हो सकता. I mean, was it just for fun कि नहीं
नहीं,
best
बहुत
to
बहुत लगा। बहुत बड़ा
बहुत
रिस्क था
ज़्यादा.
एक्चुअली हमारे लिए।
Because we
जो
were already a part of another whitelisted server, and I was also staff. Rusher was also staff. We had our stories there as well, and then risky तो था काफी, but
uh,
still we went for it, right? क्योंकि decided था.
so within few months of server start, what were the expectations and कितना meet हुआ आप लोग का expectations within few months of start? जैसे सर्वर स्टार्ट हुआ, सो कितना एक्सपेक्ट किया था और कितना एक्सपेक्टेशन मीट हुआ या उससे ज्यादा हुआ?
Expectation was pretty much low, but the response was overwhelming. We thought we didn't expect इतने लोग आएंगे and would support us, but there was actually thrice, 4 times the support we got.
दैट्स प्रीटी नाइस टू हियर एक्चुअली.
Mm.
सो आप लोगों की पर्सनल लाइफ भी है एंड देन यू हैव अ रोल एज अ एडमिन एज वेल एंड यू गाइस प्ले आरपी एंड देन सम ऑफ यू आर स्ट्रीमर एज वेल. तो हाउ डू यू बैलेंस इट?
How do you balance it?
या
I mean,
हाउ?
we just go with the flow. Like wake up in the morning, we have some other work, then like जो main personal work होता है, we complete that, and on the back end just phone पे और we just talk it out कि क्या करना है कैसे करना है. It's just going with the flow, normal रहता है सब. It's not any extraordinary thing.
Has there ever been like any commotion between staff members and then आप लोग कैसे हैंडल करते हो किसी एक चीज पे एक डिसएग्री कर रहा है और एक बंदा अग्री कर रहा है, तो हाउ डू यू हैंडल इट?
Um, we consider all the perspectives, जो भी जिसका भी perspective है, and then make a decision accordingly. I mean, if the other person is saying that कि ये होगा, तो we keep that in mind as well, and then move ahead with it.
um
Obviously, equally decide something. Yeah.
does being an admin affects your role play sometimes, because people have this idea कि just because you are an admin you have the privilege, but then what are the restrictions you face in RP?
Restrictions. I mean, sometimes we can't do things which we want to do, and problems are कि लोग या people. Some of the times people identify कि ये तो admin है, and they change their way of RP. That happens some like 2 out of 10 times. Yeah, that is true.
So it does affect your RP in it
Yep.
because the way you want the supportive RP, maybe you need somebody to be rude to you, but then वो नहीं होते just
Yeah.
because they realize you are an admin, तो कुछ हो जाएगा.
थोड़ा होता है वो.
Is this something you want to change?
Yeah, definitely.
Um, so this was a specific question I got from somebody. What does Pitaji Play does or Sunny does as an administrator?
नहीं.
Hello?
What is it?
Sunny, why don't you answer that, Sunny? Please go ahead.
Sunny.
भाई
Honest
करते
answer,
यार.
Sunny.
हाँ तो मैं क्या करता हूँ?
हाँ.
नाइस क्वेश्चन.
सुबह उठता हूँ, स्ट्रीम शेड्यूल करता हूँ, फिर बेवड़े वाली आरपी करता हूँ.
भाई
खत्म.
यार हेटर्स नहीं नहीं नहीं
Haters, bro.
वो अलग हेटर्स है यार, छोड़ो इनके बातों पे थोड़ा समझ रहा हूँ, बाबा नहीं दे रहा. हाँ मैं बताता हूँ क्या करता हूँ. सो क्या करता हूँ? हाँ वही फॉर्म चेक और
और
हाँ फॉर्म चेक फिर
और
और
कैसे
would you like
कैसे
to add
फॉर्म्स
anything,
आते हैं
Sunny?
तुझे सनी बता।
फॉर्म्स आते हैं फॉर्म्स आते हैं और
सनी
क्या
एक
फॉर्म्स
फॉर्म्स
एक
आते
एक
आते
हैं।
स्टोरी हो
हैं
जाए।
एंड आप चेक करते हो और
हाँ और क्या नाम है इंटरव्यूज फिर नहीं वो तो हाँ वो भी हाँ वो भी
सनी फॉर्म
सच्चाई
के
बताऊं सनी?
फॉर्म के स्टोरी बताना एक बार, कैसे कैसे फॉर्म्स आते हैं तेरे को।
हाँ
हाँ स्टोरी।
फैन
अरे
फैन बॉय
यार
मोमेंट।
अरे वो छोड़ो यार वो सब फिर फालतू अच्छा नहीं लगे। हाँ तो इंटरव्यूज फिर रिपोर्ट्स वगैरह वो सब एंड हाँ इन गेम देखता रहता हूँ वही।
तो फॉर्म्स चेक करते हैं सनी। सनी,
हाँ
which is the funniest form you have ever seen, like so far throughout the journey? Tell us the story, like the funniest backstory किसने लिखा हो, and the funniest interview where you had to say like, sorry भाई आप कल से please यहाँ पे दिखना ही मत। I mean, वो होता है ना कभी कभी ऐसे फॉर्म्स आते हैं, तो एक एक कोई बताओ जो अभी तक तुमको याद है कि हाँ ये फॉर्म था।
इंटरव्यू तो नहीं सो फार अभी तक कुछ ऐसा इंटरव्यू तो नहीं हुआ मतलब अभी
हम्म,
तक जितना लिया है सब में सही था। आई
हम्म,
मीन एक फॉर्म आया था जिसमें फॉर्म क्या था वो मेरे को ढंग से याद नहीं आ रहा था बट सिंगल लाइन में आंसर लिखा था लॉन्डे ने और बहुत अच्छा लिखा था उसने मतलब मेक सेंस बट सिंगल लाइन में था मतलब कुछ तो बंदी छोड़ के गई थी उसके लिए वो खेलना चाह रहा था बस सब में एक ही आंसर भरा था उस पर मैंने रिजेक्ट कर दिया था मतलब दर्द था बंदे के उसमें फॉर्म में दर्द था बहुत दर्द था वो एक लाइन के आंसर में बट प्रोटोकॉल्स।
अच्छा ठीक है। टेल मी कि when you reject a form ना, आप लोग को कितने डीएम्स
हाँ
आते हैं मैं ये पूछ के कि मेरा फॉर्म रिजेक्ट क्यों हुआ?
गालियां पड़ती हैं एक्चुअल में।
एक्चुअली हैशटैग ट्रेंड होने शुरू हो जाते हैं हैशटैग एंड द स्टाफ में।
Yep.
yeah, इंस्टा आई यूजुअली मतलब मैं भी रिस्पॉन्स ऐसे टाइम्स पे डालता हूँ मतलब विच इज समथिंग आई हैव लर्नड ओवर टाइम कि सुबह 4 बजे 5 बजे व्हेन नॉट अ लॉट ऑफ पीपल आर अवेक एंड देन आप सो लो एंड देन जस्ट आके अपने जल्दी जल्दी डीएम्स क्लियर कर लो बिकॉज इफ इन केस यू डोंट वांट टू गेट अ लॉट ऑफ गाली वो
हम्म,
बेस्ट है।
That is the reason why we started putting reasons from yesterday. Ki why is your form denied? Like we started it recently, so I think it won't happen.
आई थिंक
आई
वो
थिंक विल स्टिल गेट गाली।
आई थिंक वो रीजन डिनाई करने के बाद भी आई थिंक आप लोग को डीएम्स आएंगे। एंड
100%।
एंड एज यू guys always keep your DMs open, so who is the most hardworking in the crew, जो सब काम करता है like A to Z?
Hmm.
है नहीं अभी वो शायद तभी से।
ऑस्कर आई बिलीव।
क्या बात कर रहे हैं? एक मैं यहाँ था।
ऑस्कर एंड नेली,
Yeah,
एक्चुअली
it's
नेली
Oscar
डज
and
द
Nelly.
मोस्ट।
Oscar,
Yeah.
Nelly,
Yep,
Aviator.
Oscar and Nelly. Yep.
या
And Aviator.
एविएटर, यप।
Who is the laziest one, जो
Basit.
हमेशा लेट आता है कोई भी मीटिंग में एंड देन
Basit.
उसको
I
फिर
think
से
I'm gonna have to agree with Arcady on that one.
ऐसे नहीं नहीं नहीं, ऐसे कुछ नहीं, लाइक हम लोग वही कैटेगरी के सबके सब लेजी वाले।
सबके सब वही है, but
सारे
Basit
एक ही
is on
हैं।
Basit on a whole different level.
Oh,
Basit
hello,
यही
hello.
BC
Calm,
पे बैठा
calm me
रहेगा।
out, guys. Hello, I'm not lazy.
I mean,
Even
uh,
PP.
हैं
हाँ,
हेलो
he's like
ठीक
मुझे
है यार
stream करने हैं, यार छोड़ो यार।
Evans, interesting question for you. Why don't you RP? You run a
फंसी गया।
whole, there's a whole RP server you're running and you don't RP.
You already told one of the reason actually.
Why is that? Just out of curiosity.
एक्चुअली मैं सर्वर का बैकएंड देखता हूँ, सर्वर में क्या चल रहा
Mhm.
है। एंड पहले टाइम मिल जाता था स्टार्टिंग में सर्वर का कि आरपी करने का, बट अब बाकी चीज़ें भी हैं, पर्सनल लाइफ की चीज़ें भी हैं, एंड फिर सर्वर का बैकएंड भी देखना होता है, तो आरपी के इतना टाइम ही नहीं मिल पाता। बट या आई थिंक 3.0 के बाद आई विल स्टार्ट आरपी अगेन।
Mm. So 3.0 ओके, बाद या 3.0 में मे बी इवेंट्स देखने को मिलेगा
Yeah, maybe.
in RP maybe. So that's a good news, I guess. We can hope something. So आप लोग इतने बड़े टीम हो and you handle a lot of hate, lot of stuff. What holds the crew together? ऐसा क्या है आप लोगों में बॉन्डिंग, ऐसा क्या है कि मतलब कुछ भी होता है, छोटा सा कमोशन, झगड़ा या आर्ग्यूमेंट या कुछ होता है, तो हु इज दैट वन, लेट्स से ग्रैंडफादर फिगर पूरे टीम के लिए, जिसका सब लोग सुनते हैं कि हाँ ये बंदा बोल रहा है तो मैं सुनूंगा? हु इज दैट गाय जो सबको समझाता है, सबको साथ में
जिन
रखता
दोनों
है?
का जिन दोनों का फाइट हो रहा है उनके अलावा सारे गॉडफादर होते हैं इस टाइम।
Yeah.
True.
Mostly I think it's Ivan's, right? I don't know
Yeah,
if
Ivan,
everyone
yeah.
agrees. But mostly it's Ivan's. Mostly होता भी Ivan's के जैसे, but mostly it's Ivan's who solves things.
Another honest question. Do you just miss being just an RP player? Because as Arkady said, कि when you're an admin, बहुत चीजें change हो जाती है कि like the way people talk, the way people give you RP. So do you just miss being just a RP player, not the admin?
Yeah, sometimes we do, but after seeing the love and support we got, we also feel like we need to take this to a next level.
Mm. So if you see the whole journey of SPRP, what is one thing you would like to change in the server?
Mm, one thing.
I think
क्या
we
क्वेश्चन है? कैन यू
already
रिपीट?
What is
चेंज
one,
एज इन
what
लाइक इन
would
फ्यूचर और राइट नाउ?
like
in
in
the past.
future, past से जो हुआ, in the future, what would you like to change server में?
Okay, so one thing is like we are trying to bring some new stuff into the server so that people can interact it like more in a lively way.
Mhm.
So example, let's take it as abhi, like the chicken thingy which was going on,
हाँ.
which was shut down after that.
Mhm.
So we want to bring something else so that the civilian RP can get better, so that they can interact and they can make it a real time use instead of just thinking ki, okay, we have to go to recycle and well, a better RP experience by using those assets which we will be providing. So that's one of the case.
Okay. You guys have so many friends, right? In RP, OC भी अच्छे दोस्त बन गए with so many people from the server. How do you maintain the discipline in the server? How do you try to be fair to all the server members? I mean, how do you manage to actually be fair to all the server members? Because you might know somebody personally, and it can be hard sometimes to make some few decisions, so it can be harsh as well. So, what do you have in mind? What decision लेते time?
Decision लेते time वही रहता है कि we are trying to move this community ahead and we can't make any biased decision. जो भी है सबके लिए equal रहना चाहिए. तो वो दिमाग में रहता है कि staff के लिए कर रहे हैं तो we are able to do it. And for the server, obviously.
So, something which everyone would like to know. Anything you guys would like to share about SVRP 3.0? Anything?
3.0. 3.0 is like a whole new server. When you get into it, you'll be like, this is not the old SVRP. It's a whole different thing. And I mean, there's a lot of stuff inside which people will like. Increase slots, a lot of things. Which I mean, if we say it right now, it's gonna be quite surprising.
Hmm.
Yep. Stability, like एक चीज बोल सकते हैं, it will be more stable than the previous 2.2 version. Yeah.
So, staff.
2.0 and 3.0
Mhm.
is like a whole new difference. बहुत कुछ है.
So, it's two different dimensions. You're
Yep.
traveling from one dimension to another. Okay. So, who is the most annoying staff member? Most irritating one? मतलब कि कि बीच में आके कुछ भी.
For me,
एविएटर
aviator.
का नाम एविएटर
Yeah, go for it. Keep on going. बोल दो, सब
और
बोल दो.
aviator, I was
he's
about to press disconnect. पता है aviator, I
Yeah,
was
सब बोल
about
दो.
to press disconnect.
aviator is like aviator is like SVRP's like jet. He's the jet. Like he can come anywhere, anytime, and can do shit. Okay, so he's that one guy.
And okay, who is the most chilled out one? कि नहीं कुछ भी हो हमें तो chill करना है. I mean, like I don't care, kind of, like always in the chill mode.
Sky,
Uh,
आई डोंट थिंक सो कोई है ऐसा.
Ivan.
Sky. है.
I
I
think
think Sky.
Sky.
Oh yeah, Sky.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think Sky.
definitely.
Sky definitely, yeah.
Yes, he's so chill. He isn't even like unmuted. Like he's always
Yeah,
chill.
man, still. He's like podcast, okay, no issues.
Who is the most mature one?
कोई भी नहीं है, सब बेवकूफ है यहाँ पे.
Including yourselves.
Yeah, with kids.
Including him.
I mean, आप लोग बोल सकते हैं, but I didn't think anyone else would agree with it because you're running a whole server जहाँ पे इतने सारे players है, इतने सारे members है, and then और इतने सारे decisions आते हैं every day and changes आते हैं, and then I don't think I would personally agree with it. Okay, tell us. I mean, everyone checks form, not only PP. So let's ask everyone, सबके point of view से एक funny back story सुनते हैं जो कि आया है आप लोगों के पास.
फायर एक ही बता देगा, वो सबके पास ही होता है.
एक ही काफी है, मेरे माँ बाप
फायर
मर
बता
गए,
दे.
खत्म.
So
Go for it.
like
90% of back.
it's in short like we may like मुझे इस बार जब फॉर्म चेक करने का था I said only one thing, जिसके माँ बाप बैक स्टोरी में मरे ना उनका फॉर्म डायरेक्ट डिक्लाइन मारूंगा. And I actually like I didn't decline actually, but yeah, like that's out of 10.
Mhm.
Out of 10 there were like 9 backstories जिसमें उनके माँ बाप मरी गए. Okay, there was another one, 10th one, जिसमें like this guy is like a serial killer or some shit. Okay, so when I so while taking interview, it was way back like one like when server started that time. So he's like a serial killer. Okay, so when he comes to interview, he's saying कि what like I asked him कि क्या करना है आपको सर्वर में, like क्या रोल प्ले करोगे and all those shit. He was like कि मुझे पुलिस में जाना है. मैं बोला कि तुम्हारा बैक स्टोरी है सीरियल किलर, तुम्हें पुलिस में क्यों जाना है? कि एग्जैक्टली ही इज लाइक ओके दैट्स द बैक स्टोरी. जो लोग मुझे सीरियल किलर के टाइम मुझे मारने का कोशिश किए थे, जो लोग कॉप, मैं कॉप उनके डिपार्टमेंट में जाके उनको ही मारूंगा. सो दिस वाज हिज टोटल आरपी थिंग. आई वाज लाइक ओके like that was one of the best, like kind of a good and idiotic but yeah strategically correct. वो एक था and yeah एक ही I can take of it.
So did he got accepted or not?
Uh, yes, he got selected, but I won't tell the name.
It's okay, don't tell the name, but I would love to see
You'll
that
find out
RP.
one day.
I mean, I would love to see that RP. It would be fun, I guess. Light.
Yep.
Why do you say you know so much?
I don't think it's a staff related question, so I'll not.
I mean, we
answer.
all are here for podcast. It's not only about stuff, it's about your life and every one of your life. I mean, how do you deal with everything?
So
So,
there are
Yuno
things I
has been,
cannot
Yuno
control.
has been
ठीक है,
very
तो
famous.
नहीं तो मैं डिसाइड किया मैं सिर्फ हिंदी में बोलूंगा बिकॉज मैं हिंदी भी अच्छा बोलता हूँ गाइस. तो
Whenever nervousness kicks in, he's like you know.
it's not nervousness RKT. There are things people say. अब वो मैं बहुत ज्यादा बोलता हूँ. And I say I mean more than you know.
So, is that why I mean, Light? What if someone's right in their backstory? I just came because Light said so I mean, you would have to accept it. He's a fanboy,
या तो मतलब मेरे साथ बहुत ज्यादा फैन मोमेंट्स नहीं होते फॉर्म में. सो समथिंग हैपेंस टू मी, आई विल व्हाइट लिस्ट हिम ऑन माय मतलब वो रिस्क. डोंट स्टार्ट राइटिंग इट गाइस. आई एम किडिंग.
I hope
मैं ऐसे लिखना शुरू मत करना. नहीं करूंगा.
I hope आप लोगों ने सुन लिया है तो.
I can already see the next 50 forms.
That'll be easy to review, but see.
Yeah, I mean 50 easy acceptance, right? Welcome to SCRP.
No. नहीं guys, I'm kidding. ऐसा कुछ नहीं करूंगा. I'm just joking.
अच्छा, tell me, like I know reports आते हैं. I know a lot of reports come from server. But has there been any funny report so far जिसपे आपको हंसी भी आई हो और गुस्सा भी आया हो? कोई
I
ऐसा
think
मोमेंट
reports is one thing we handle very seriously. I mean,
हम्म
there's always a moment one person going and creating a report, there is something which is मतलब जो उसको थोड़ा इतना disturb किया है that he has or she has मतलब that done the effort कि वो जाए and write about it, put proofs about it. So I think one thing that we take the most seriously here is reports, and I think even everyone would be chilling. People sitting in handling reports is totally different. I mean, I've seen every staff, and जब भी कोई report handle कर रहा होता है, they are completely different and they're very serious. And I think because that is one thing which probably gets disciplinary action on people. तो उसमें I think we usually have never we've been our most serious selves. मतलब जितना हम लोग हो सकते हैं. So I think reports definitely. बट अगर कुछ
I
मेरे
have
पास
one
तो
actually.
या फायर
मेरे
के
पास
पास आई
एक
होगी
है,
मेरे
मेरे पास बहुत आता है ये सब. So there was this guy like जो like आरपी कर रहा था on speaker, like speaker output था उसका, and like his family members were around. Okay. So this guy was like like उसको किडनैप वगैरह कर दिए थे, and like ग्रैंडमा के पास जाके उसको स्ट्रिप करने के लिए बोला and all those stuff. So while doing this, as usual, गाली गलौच and all, तो वो बंदा स्पीकर पे था, तो उसके माँ बाप सुन लिए थे. Okay. So this guy reports a form कि टॉक्सिसिटी एंड ऑल हुआ है, एंड मेरे पापा मम्मी लाइक सुन लिए वो लोग, आई वांट अ वीसी सपोर्ट, आई मीन सपोर्ट वाला रोल चाहिए. मतलब कि ठीक है भाई आ जाओ. So this guy comes in and he starts like he was literally so sad. Ugly. तो मैं स्पीकर पे था, मेरे पापा मम्मी सुन लिए और वो लोग मेरे से स्ट्रिपिंग करवा रहे हैं एंड ऑल दो स्टफ. तो मैं बोला कि ओके फाइन, सो व्हाट लाइक क्या बोले, उसको बुला के मैं बात करवा दूं क्या. So he was like, no, my mom, dad wants to talk to you. I mean, talk to the server staff. मैं बोला कि ये क्या बात है. तो मैंने बोला कि ओके डू वन थिंग, आई विल कॉल दैट गाय, तुम लोग अपने में सॉर्ट कर दो, अगर कुछ होता नहीं तो आई ट्राई टू टेक एक्शन अगेंस्ट दैट गाय. एंड I won't tell the name again. It's one of the Vanilla Unicorns members, so you guess it out.
I'm so sorry for that guy. I mean, I actually feel sorry for him. That is actually
Yep.
funny.
So I was all cool. Like मुझे पूरा
हाँ
कुछ like I was पूरा enjoying the report कि अच्छा ठीक है गाली गलौच हो रहा है, and वो तो normally आता रहता है, like मुझे गाली, इसने वो गाली दे दिया, ये गाली दे दिया. But the best part was when he said कि मैं speaker पे था and my mom dad listened to it and my mom dad wants to talk to you. I was like oh fuck. मतलब कि हो गया, मैं सही था. Then I was like तुम अपने में sort कर लो, नहीं हो रहा है तो I'll try to do something. Then उसके बाद वो बंदा like he was all cool and all.
अच्छा दिन में लाइक दिन में कितने फॉर्म्स आते हैं आप लोगों को?
I mean, it
On a
varies day to day.
average
ऐसे
day,
कोई
let's say on a average day, on a normal day, एक
आते decent, we get a decent amount.
any number, any particular number, like maybe 50 forms.
Yeah, kind of 50.
What is one of the basic criteria to जो आप फॉर्म में देखते हैं? What is one of those things कि हाँ अगर
माँ बाप
ये
करने नहीं चाहिए.
I think the most important thing to check is how creative the person's backstory is, because that tells us a lot more about the person and how he's gonna roleplay. The fact that he writes his backstory on their own rather than just googling and
Yeah.
getting one, and it's actually creative. It's not one of those stories like Firestorm I said, a very basic and pre-made story. So those are the forms we really look for, ones with great ideas and who are going to promote a lot of role play in the server.
okay. Yeah, I mean, me being a role play player, my form got accepted without an interview. So thank you, Basit, for that, though. Um, okay. So, crew, SVRP India में इतने सारे, I mean, I think in general आप लोग को इतने सारे reports आते होंगे और कुछ भी होता है. So, कभी sometimes you might get hate as well. So, how do you deal with it?
We just ignore it.
You just ignore it.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's one way to deal with stuff. And how about the hate that the server gets? You ignore it as well? आई मीन सर्वर के बारे में कुछ चल रहा है, इफ देयर इज एनी टाइम कि कोई कुछ आके
Yeah.
बोल रहा है सर्वर में, यू
Ignorance is bliss.
मतलब
So
until and unless it's not affecting the server, then we are like हमें कुछ जरूरत नहीं है. But it's affecting the server in a bad way and community को problem हो रहा है. Then of course we try to dig in and solve it out in some way. So
we are more focused on what's going on inside. Outside is,
yeah,
actually कुछ कोई नहीं दिखता बाहर क्या चल रहा है.
व्हाट डू यू एक्सपेक्ट फ्रॉम फ्यूचर रोल प्लेयर्स? व्हाट आर योर एक्सपेक्टेशंस कि फ्यूचर में जो भी रोल प्लेयर्स है अभी सर्वर में या आना चाहते, उनसे क्या एक्सपेक्टेशंस रहेगा आपका? आई मीन यू नो,
First of
इन
all,
जनरल।
I mean, we'll all say one point, okay? We need a good backstory, and you have to behave according to that, with along with those character traits. वही जो goals, weaknesses, strengths, एक character trait होता है हर एक बंदे का. No one, no one is going with that trait thing. जो अपना ऐसी they behave like themselves, not like the character. So we want to change that. Just बाकी सब भी एक एक बोल सकते हैं. Aviator,
Yeah, I think
what do you think?
out of the 120 to 130 players that play on the server, the point is that there are 130 or 120 different backstories, different characteristics, and different role players playing in the server. We don't want to fill the server up with those with the same backstory and same goals. So, like Arcady said, we look for unique backstories and those who have certain cool ideas in roleplay which wouldn't generally be achievable, but they make the effort to try. So we really we would support them if they need some help in order to carry out those roleplay scenarios. So yeah, just promoting good quality roleplay overall.
Yep. For example, there was a guy, name was Apache. He had come up with a aviation business, but it's not actually possible due to server mechanics, right? So we we told the state to get that garage inside जो airport के अंदर एक garage होता है, right? Then
या
we spawned some planes inside and kept it in the garage so that they can operate the business. But तब तक wipe आ गया, so it just got too late. So we're not restricting anyone. जो भी है जिसका भी ideas है, it can be drawn on the forum.
Yeah, you don't have to be limited to the development side. That's the whole point of roleplay. It's based on your creativity and not server development. You can
Yeah.
achieve whatever you need in
Even for
roleplay.
example a secondary hospital, तो हम लोग उनको EMS का role दे देते हैं. If you want to open a clinic.
अच्छा, I think Lina, why are you so quiet? Why don't you tell us about yourself? What do you do as in the server? What roles you
Uh,
play?
I have started my hobby back in 2 years back, and it's almost going to be 1 year here, right? Almost. Server is also gonna reach that time period, but the journey has been really bumpy, but at the same time, it was really really nice to be part of this team from the beginning. And I didn't know that I'll get such an opportunity, because as they said, this started off like a small group of people, aiming to do something different. And from the start, I started with MSRP. So basically, my whole point was for the EMS, and I wanted that department, or whenever we made it with the whole team, then we thought it should be not from something like copied or something like that. It should be like generic. The idea should be something like you have done it yourself, or we can claim it like it's from our side. So it started off with me, Sky, and Hella, and we developed it, and it was a really nice journey from then. Then slowly I got into staff, and then it was just as Sunny said, it was just checking forms and going through interviews. And basically nowadays I'm a little bit busy with my life, so also from the technical side I play from laptop, so it's a bit tricky for me to play from laptop now. So since the resources are way too much for laptop specs, so soon I'm gonna go into RP as well. But on the whole, being part of this team was really, really a great opportunity for me.
Okay. Lina,
Yeah.
being the girl in the community, there are things like people might see you privileged as well. Sometimes you know how it goes, right? So have you ever come across such hate, and how do you deal with it if you have ever come through such comments?
And as they said, we actually take it pretty much lightly. We
Yeah.
actually joke with it, like we just like we were sitting here
Mhm.
before the podcast. We actually sit like this most of the time, like when we get free time. I myself work the whole day. Then when I get free in the night time, I actually join the VC. Couple of people who are still sitting here, they'll all be there at that same time, and then we'll be discussing about what happened, what are the things that could be done, or what has happened when we were checking the forms, or when we were taking the interview. We have a nice time sitting like this. And even if we get hate, it's just like at that, it just that second, and we just kind of forget about it, because the thing is that we actually don't have that time to actually give so much thought on who's hating us and who's not. So even though, yeah, as you said, like it could be like people might call it a privilege, because since I'm a girl, might get some perks out of it, but it's not exactly like that way. We are all different people, but with a common idea that our server should be really top class, and everybody just work together for making it happen. That's it.
Do you think being an admin is a huge responsibility? I know it
Yeah,
is, but I want to know how and why it is. I want
I
people to
mean,
know that.
it is a huge responsibility, because you're representing some platform, because you're at the same time you're an RP player, right? Like anybody else. But at the same time, you're representing a group, or you're representing a team. So whatever you do, your actions, everything reflects on who you are. So you should be careful at the same time when you take a decision. And always I see the best in SVRP is that it's a collective decision. It's not one person taking a decision, it's like a common decision. Everybody has their chance to say something, put their point of view, and one common decision is taken from after pulling all the ideas together. So it is not based on a person's idea. So nobody has that burden that I have to do it or something like that, because it's a collective effort as a whole.
So is it like a weight on a shoulder, but then at the same time, because it's a great team and you guys come together and make it more easier in it?
Yeah, exactly.
That's really nice to hear, because I think people take it this way, just because you're an admin, you're running a server. Sometimes people overwhelm with you with hate as well, because
Yeah.
you might reject their forms, you might do some take some actions, and then people would come to you and be like, why did you do that? Yes I have, yes I have. And then but they don't understand why you did that. So I think you guys do a pretty great job together.
Me and Light has
Mhm.
a funny story.
Uh-huh.
Once we were taking interview, okay, I was in the VC together with him, and the couple of guys just we took the interview, and one guy comes after that, and then he spots me. He's like, "Oh my God, I'm so scared of you, because you have the most rejection rate. Like if I sit with you with Light, I think I'm gonna get rejected." He actually said that, and we
Yeah,
just
I'm the nicer guy. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, he's the nice guy and I'm the bad guy. So since I'm the girl, I'm the bad guy. So he was actually sweating a lot. He was like getting nervous. Then once Light started speaking, he was like, "Oh, bhai, tum idhar ho, matlab achhi baat hai." You get it? So I was like, okay, but the thing is, even after all these, what do you say, people say all these comments, we actually
Mhm.
laugh it out of the interview or whatever they are done with, and we are like, we are having a nice time. I mean, now nothing is personal. Even the rejection or whatever we do, it's for their own good, so that they work on themselves and they can try. And I think even they will understand they made a mistake, and maybe they cannot, like, they'll change it the next time they come in, right? And they'll have an idea what they have done wrong, and it's an opportunity to change themselves as well for, being better maybe next time, and get in and do a quality RP, and just increase the RP in the server. That's it. So we don't want that, what do you say, we don't want to take that decision that will affect the server. So even from the forms to the interview to every decisions we take, we are really really careful with whatever we do, so that we have the best team.
सबको everyone needs to answer, I guess. Yeah, it's back.
I think slow a role play which kind of gives slow progression. I mean, anything which progresses really fast is probably not a great role play. I think that will be my
Yeah, detailed, a very well detailed and well thought out role play. Playing, like Light said, nothing like not speed running role play, rather than enjoying your journey through every minute of role play, and being more in the flow, and accepting things as they go, rather than wanting things to go a certain way, or forcing things into how you wish they were to wish they should go. But as role play, it'll never go how you plan it. You might plan to do this, but that's the whole point of role play, that it's unique and it's random. So going with the flow, and yeah, I think that's what I would consider to be good role.
How do you promote, or how do you, I mean, like कोई अच्छा role player को कैसे support करते? How do you give the support? How do you become the backbone? If someone brings a scripted idea or something, let's say for example, so how do you promote it? I mean, how do you support the player?
I think we've done anything जो server में defined mechanics में already exist नहीं करता है. But if someone is doing good RP, so we had so when I came in, I mean, I think I'll be the right person to speak. When I came in, I was not a staff member, but then I was doing Life Invader. There was this other guy at the same time who was doing a banker thing, and I think server, matlab, the crew still were a lot of supportive because I think they felt ki they're trying to do something different. Even though, I mean, if it was supposed to, kuch pata nahi tha if it will be successful or people will adapt into it or not, because that was not done before. They tried, to help us. Even I talk about the casino role play. I've seen in different subversion case subdivision, mein things are done differently. But we tried to do things differently, and I think it got really successful. That was one of the really great highlights that we saw out of 2.0. So I think what we've been always supportive if there's things where in minor way कुछ responsibilities add करके या कुछ resources enable करके कोई अगर different kind of role play को support किया जा सकता है. I think we have always been up for that, like RKD was saying with the aviation company thing. And then I think I'm the guy who looks at a lot of business plans जो forum पे आते हैं. So
Community prior.
yeah, community prio is definitely one thing that we recently announced. We do department priors. So for people who actively are investing time with the server, trying to increase role play, दूसरों को भी role play दे रहे हैं server में आकर. I think we're trying कि वो queue में ना stuck रहें, और वो आने के बाद if they feel that there's something जो उनका role play को थोड़ा सा और next level पे जाने से रोक रहा है, we enable them with that. So I think yeah, those are steps we are taking already.
Yeah, after it's I think guys for light. Okay, never mind. Uh, so server में reports आते हैं and then you guys have to handle it. Most of the time जो लोग report करते हैं, या they kind of put pressure on you. Can you tell why sometimes the response comes late, even after the report? क्या certain चीजें होती है जो आप लोग को देखना पड़ता है before you put an action in it?
जी जैसे
So like
रिपोर्ट
it's
या ओके फायर बोल दो.
hmm. मैं एक ही चीज बोलूंगा लाइक व्हाई द रिपोर्ट कम्स लेट लाइक मैं जितना रिपोर्ट्स हैंडल किया हूँ इफ देयर आर लाइक मल्टीपल पीपल इन्वॉल्वड सो आई हैव टू लिसन द पीओवी ऑफ ऑल लाइक लेट्स टेक इट एज इट्स अ गैंग फाइट और सम शिट ओके so I have to listen to all 5 to 6 like both the gang members and the members who are making that group ऐसे नहीं कि one guy sends the report I'll call them and then I'll just give a decision and put them up सो उनका भी लाइक दे वो कभी कभी आरपी में होते हैं समटाइम्स दे आर नॉट अवेलेबल समटाइम्स दे आर बिजी इन देयर रियल लाइफ सो इट एटलीस्ट इट टेक्स अ 1 week so that you know you will get the point of view of all the people in the scenario ऐसा नहीं कि तुम एक का point of view लेके you will give out the decision and it's like okay decision done report खाली so we can chill out तो ऐसा नहीं होगा it's like unfair हो जाता है so yeah that's one of the reasons you have to see the point of view of all the individuals.
What is one thing report के regarding है you would like the players to know कि try to like you know from your point of view कि उनको समझना चाहिए जो लगता है कि वो लोग नहीं समझ पाते like let's say me myself if I
Honesty.
file a report.
Honesty. They need to be honest like doesn't matter उन लोगों ने like किसने गलती किया है they should like put down the thing what they did wrong and what the other guy did like obviously like उनका जो जिसके against report कर रहे हैं they will put down the report against him तो वो तो reason होता है but they need to be honest what they also did wrong ऐसे नहीं कि तुम like first hand में तुम पीछे हट जाओगे so that you can keep on blaming the guy who are putting a like जिसके against तुम report post कर रहे हो सो जब उन लोगों को वीसी पे बुलाया जाता है आई एम लाइक आई मेक श्योर मैं उनको पूरा सच मैं स्ट्रेट अप चीज बोल देता हूँ कि जस्ट बी ऑनेस्ट आई विल गिव यू सम लेवरेज डोंट वरी अबाउट दैट ओके सो दैट्स द थिंग जस्ट बी ऑनेस्ट अगर तुम गलती की हो तो मान लो सिंपल सा चीज है सो या दैट्स वन ऑफ द थिंग
So you know there's a scenario कोई बंदा आपको report किया. I think it happens a lot. It happens a lot with you guys because you have to deal with it every day. Are they always ready to listen your side of story as an admin, your responsibilities? Are they
Can
always
can
okay
you
with
repeat
it?
that?
I mean, जैसे कोई report करता है ना, people are always on a aggressive mode or always upset about something, and then
Mm-hmm.
वो आते हैं ना जब जब report करके जब support VC पे आते हैं, once they come to support VC, do you feel like they should be more understanding, like कि ज़्यादा मतलब आप लोगों को भी समझना चाहिए. I mean उन लोगों को आपको समझना चाहिए कि हाँ आप लोग भी देख रहे हैं, you want to sort it out, but they are in so much raise. Is it something I mean happens very often?
I mean that's like 99% of the times तो यही होता है कि people I mean they respect what our decision is. ऐसा कोई people don't back answer or anything जो भी है they accept it and deal with it.
Actually, that's a really nice thing to hear. I didn't knew that. Thank you very much for that. Um, anyway, is there anything you guys would like to share for the RP players now in the server कि आप लोग ऐसा करो कि अभी जो लोग हैं सर्वर में who are eagerly waiting for 3.0 अभी जो ब्रेक ले रहे हैं what is it you would like to tell them?
Thank you. I mean, yeah, I think we can thank them
like
for
what
being a
about to
part.
role play or
We're
About
already there.
about the upcoming players or जो अभी
no
break ले रहे हैं
they are already here जो अभी break ले रहे हैं because they are eagerly waiting for 3.0. What do you want to tell them? And हाँ
It's gonna be worth the wait.
summarize yep it's gonna
Yep.
be worth the wait and plus जो भी चीज वो लोग 2.0 में किए हैं they will be able to like of course 3.0 में नए players आएंगे so I'll like I want them to think in alternative ways like how to role play situations and all those stuff because नए players आने वाले they will also get to learn what's happening in the server and trust me 3.0 is the best thing you can do like players will be coming they will be watching your streams in RP out of OC doesn't matter where they watch they will get to learn something so yeah try to put down new stuff so the new players can watch.
all RP server has one basic rule quality RP. So do you think सर्वर के starting में जो RP थी, has it changed from back then to now? Has quality changed? Uh, how would you justify it?
हुआ है, काफी चेंज हुआ है. देयर हैज बीन अ लॉट ऑफ इम्प्रूवमेंट. जैसे आई यूज्ड टू आरपी बिफोर एंड आरपी नाउ, there is a lot of difference. People know what they're doing. Some of them are even following their backstories. Yeah, there has been a lot of improvement.
Okay. So, can we get a little bit of hint before we finish? I think it was a great little bit of hint of 3.0 or something, a little bit sneak peek. And if there is anything you want to share or you want to say, and I think audience know you guys have a personal life. How do you deal with everything? I know RKD has problems. Everybody has problems, I guess. So how do you feel like because the community is so supportive towards you guys? Basically, you are the backbone. That is the only reason we have SPRP India. Does it feels nice to hear that SPRP India is one of the best server in India? How proud do you
Well,
guys
of
feel?
course, yep, of course, why not?
Yep.
I mean, it's not really
We
for us
see.
to feel proud, right? It's the community that makes the server so good.
Yep.
Yep.
I think everyone should
We are
be,
blessed.
giving themselves a pat on the back rather
Yeah.
than us.
I mean, yeah, we go places, we see, uh, I mean, comments, we mostly see really good feedback. And I think whatever we, जो भी आप कह रहे हो, whatever time we are managing to, apart from our separate gaming and personal life, जो भी time we are putting into it, seeing those comments make it definitely worth it. I mean, gives us motivation to come back again tomorrow and do the same grind. Uh, talk to people, check those forms, help them with whatever we can. And I think, yeah, with all those nice feedback we get
It's
from
kind of
everybody.
एक बूस्ट दे देता है कॉन्फिडेंस को. लाइक एग्जांपल सी मैं एक बता देता हूँ फॉर माय केस. एंड बहुत सारे लाइट लाइक ऑफ कोर्स वी ऑल हैव अ डेली लाइक रूटीन. सम आर स्टूडेंट्स, सम आर इन अ जॉब एंड सम आर वर्किंग एंड ऑल दो स्टफ. So like जब community support करता है ना, no matter whatever it is, you like have this inside energy कि okay ठीक है, I can give time to this particular thing because you are getting the love back. Like doesn't matter, it has to be money, right? People know you, they respect you, okay, they talk to you, they talk about and all those stuff. Of course वो तो सबको like everybody wants it. But as a community which we have got in return, it's like a huge thing. Like मी लाइक मेरा आई एम डॉक्टरेट स्टूडेंट, सो मेरे पास बहुत कम टाइम होता है. लाइक आई बेयरली स्ट्रीम और आई बेयरली प्ले समटाइम्स. लाइक अभी तो खेल सकता हूँ ड्यू टू लॉकडाउन एंड ऑल, अभी टाइम है हमारे पास. बट जब कॉलेज एंड ऑल होता है, वेन एवर आई गेट अ रिपोर्ट और समथिंग, मैं लेक्चर मेरा ऑनलाइन या फिर ऑफलाइन कुछ भी चल रहा है, आई ज्वाइन इन बिटवीन. मैं बीसी ज्वाइन करता हूँ, वो रिपोर्ट क्लियर करके उन लोगों को बता के मिड लेक्चर में उनको खत्म करके मैं देता हूँ. It's nothing like कि मुझे कुछ रिटर्न मिलेगा. It's like okay, people trust in us, so we just have to keep their faith and those stuff. So that's one of the thing. It boosts your confidence in some way.
That's actually nice to hear, and I would like to thank you all for joining.
Everyone, like
Actually,
everyone, RKD, even RKD, Rusher, उन लोग का like they used to switch off the stream in between. Even there is something like सोचो सर्वर में कुछ issue हो रहा है, if there are any players hitting by और कुछ भी हो रहा है, like server unstable हो रहा है, doesn't matter whatever it is, they will like literally stream बंद करके in between they will cut off the stream, they will reschedule it. I mean कभी कभी वो लोग stream भी नहीं करते होंगे, अपना आरपी भी वो बीच में छोड़ के they will try to fix this stuff, then they will come back to the business. So yeah, that's one of the thing.
that
So
is
Sky, like everyone is like okay, first server पहले, फिर बाद में अपना आरपी बाद में देखते हैं. Even Sky, like वो बंदा Sky is the best guy who I can give an example. This guy stays in the EMS like pillbox, literally like 8 to 10 घंटा ये EMS में ही रहता है, I mean pillbox में ही रहता है. एंड ही इज सो चिल्ड. लाइक इसको कभी भी सर्वर में मिल लो, ही इज ऑलवेज, ऐसा नहीं कि भाई पूरा मैं इरिटेट हो रहा हूँ इसमें. लाइक इवन वी डू दैट, लाइक मैं भी बोलता है अरे क्या इरिटेट हो रहा है यार, सब सुबह से पढ़ा हुआ एंड ऑल दो स्टफ. दिस गाय स्टेज इन दैट फकिंग पिल बॉक्स लाइक कॉन्स्टेंटली AFK पूरा फुल ऑन. एंड कभी भी उसके साथ बात कर लो, वो पूरा हमेशा चिल, पूरा आराम से, लाइक माइंड फ्री, हाँ भाई बोल क्या हुआ, ओके ये करना है वो करना है. ही इज ऑलवेज लाइक सपोर्टिव एंड ऑल. सो दैट्स द बेस्ट थिंग.
okay. Evans is gone, I guess. Anyway, I wanted to ask something to him. वो चले गए. Anyway, thank you so much, guys, for joining. I think people know now how things work and how chill you guys are, and how SPRP India is. I think SPRP India is more like more like, or we can't say more like, but it is a family, and yeah, I think it is. Everyone is welcomed there in it with a
Yep.
great
And
character.
yeah, and the upcoming players too.
Yep.
Hopefully they will have a good future.
तो आई थिंक एटलीस्ट एक स्निक पीक तो बनता है. व्हाट इज वन थिंग वी कैन एक्सपेक्ट? एक स्निक पीक, एनीथिंग.
I don't think आरकेडी इतना ज्यादा टाइम बचा नहीं है कि I mean sneak peek का जरूरत
Yep.
पड़ेगा तुम लोग को. I mean you guys will get to see the server in less than 30-35 minutes. I mean just keep the hope up, and हम लोगों ने देखा है, so we are actually really hyped, and I
सॉरी,
mean I think you
डिड यू
guys
से
will be
30-35
35
मिनट?
minutes. No. He's kidding.
Kidding.
लाइट
Okay,
यू.
Evans is back. Can you drag him up?
ओके.
yeah.
He got disconnected.
Right.
हाँ मतलब we'll give you a sneak peek in that time. I mean yeah.
I mean, you said 30. I mean, I was like, okay, guys, bye bye. I'm
Yeah,
going.
so you guys have seen main server announcement ना, तो main server का दिखेगा ना, तो you guys will
Yeah,
हाँ.
that is
touch
the
के
sneak
बोल
peek.
रहा हूँ.
That's the
Yeah,
sneak
that's
peek.
the sneak peek. Yeah.
Okay. So, Evans, any few words to everybody here? We want to hear it from you, from your side.
Words.
Anything
What?
you would like to say?
बोल दे Vance अपना
बोल
signature.
दे Evans.
Go for
Signature
it,
बोल
dude.
दे भाई.
बोल दे भाई.
I think सबने सब कुछ बोल ही दिया है, right?
Yeah, we got to know a lot.
Sneak peek बता भाई Evans. You want to say something about the server? She wants to know a little bit of.
Vance,
Sneak
new
peek.
players को क्या बोलेगा तू?
हाँ.
Depend होगा.
Mm-hmm.
I think wait ही कर लो.
ठग
It
दिया
will be worth it.
एनीवे, इवेंट्स 3.0 का वेट वो तो होगा ही, सबको ही है. बट लेट्स से आपको कुछ बोलना है. आई मीन, यू वुड लाइक टू थैंक द कम्युनिटी और एनीथिंग लाइक दैट टू द पीपल हु आर देयर इन द कम्युनिटी एंड टू द व्यूअर्स, टू एवरीवन.
I mean जो बाकी लोगों ने बोला अभी सेम ही व्यूज है मेरे भी. So yeah.
बिकॉज
कुछ अलग से नहीं है बस बोलने को.
anything from your side, I mean, so because I think Evans is one of those names who has a huge fan base, but you are always behind the
Yes,
texture.
किसने बोला?
Evans, please, you have to say some words for your fan base.
किसने बोला आपको ये
Yeah.
सब?
I mean, किसने बोला नहीं, it's everyone literally. It's Evans. So
Uh, नहीं, I think जो सबने बोला वही चीज ही थी बस. और तो कुछ नहीं है.
okay, I think guys, that's it for today.
कोई नया आता है Vance तो उसको क्या बोलता है?
हाँ, Evans का
क्या कर रहा है?
कोई नया आता है तो उसको क्या बोलता है?
कोई नया तो उसको क्या बोलता है?
कैसे वेलकम करते तू वो बता.
भाई तुम मजे
Welcome
ले
करो
रहे हो
यार.
मेरे, है ना?
बोल बोल
अरे
सकते
अरे
हैं,
बोलना Evans.
बोल
इसका
सकते
signature
it's
dialogue
the
हैं.
बोलना.
signature, bro. Come on.
बोल देना
Signature
रे
भाई.
We're
वो
उसको.
gonna
तो
do this.
बोल दे.
वो
अच्छा,
तो
I think that
वो
will be
चीज
a
बोलने
good
होता
closing
है.
word.
हाँ.
वो
Yeah.
सिर्फ आरपी में ही होता है.
वो he needs the feels for it.
Okay.
I think
Feel चाहिए, बंदा चाहिए आगे. Only he
Guess
says
3.0
that.
में ही 3.0 में ही सुनने मिलेगा अभी.
एक
मिलो
बार
थोड़ा
वो
मोहन प्यारा से 3.0 में. You'll get to hear it.
I think एक बार बोल देना चाहिए इवांस. I
नहीं
think
होगा
so.
ना, वो आरपी में ही होता है सिर्फ.
Okay, तो आरपी में देख लेंगे. Never mind. Thank you so much everyone for joining and thank you for coming at the short notice में. आप सब लोग आए and you did let us know how SPRP India works and how your journey have been so far, and I honestly enjoyed it a lot. I mean, I'm a good listener and I think everyone else enjoyed it as well. uh, I absolutely loved that you guys took your time off just for a short period of podcast, that too online. Thank you so much.
No issues. We had fun as well.
Okay,
Yep. Thanks for calling.
I'm just gonna take a leave now.
All right. Yep.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Yep. Yep.
Bye.
Thank you everyone in the chat.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Chalo bye.
So, guys, I was kind of nervous, I'm not gonna lie. And Evans, he said he would let it know in 3.0. So 3.0 ka wait karte hain, and it was really nice to hear from them. And I think it was nice. So thank you so much everyone for joining. Just to let you know, Evans stream nahi karte. Anyway, thank you so much, guys. I'm gonna turn off the stream now. And thanks for joining.
Hold me tight, let me go. In my heart, and my soul. Hold me tight, let me go. In my heart.